Hey guys, it's me, Clunchber X39 here, and today we're going to be looking at the top 5 most offending LEGO sets. Now, these sets have never been actually made by LEGO, but people have taken the time to actually build these sets and actually make box art and real boxes that look actually pretty official. So, without further ado, let's start it. But before we do, I want to let you guys know that I'm not taking any sides on this other than these sets are very offending to pretty much everybody. So, let's get started here. So first off, with set number 1 here, we have the Funeral Director's playset here. This is part of the Fun with Morality range, so that's kind of interesting. Ages 4 to 10, and then we have new, now including this fantastic LEGO crematorium. So that's kind of messed up. We have the dead guy popping his head out of the coffin there with the X's on his face. That's kind of interesting. And then we have people crying, and then I don't know why there's that makes no sense when you look at it now. There's 2 people crying, but they have smiley faces, and then there's 2 guys in the background with the white and red shirt, and they're just like dead smiling. Like, I don't understand that. And then it says two new figures, and then it says, let's see, Lost in a World of Pain Man and Inconsolable with Grief Man. So 2 interesting minifigures, a really weird set. Overall, I mean, if this was made in LEGO, that'd just be straight up messed up. But other than that, let's move on to the next one. So here we have 4 little mini, like, sets, I guess you would call them. I guess they would be considered not really battle packs, but, you know, like LEGO made these little LEGO city sets, but they were in boxes instead of bags. Now everything's in poly bags. But basically, these are very kind of racist to the whole Holocaust in World War II. So as you can see, there's 4 of them. But if we move on, here is a better picture of one of them. So, of course, it says LEGO Systems. It actually has a set number. I'm kind of curious on what that set number is in the actual LEGO world, so let me look that up. Okay, so that set number 6741 in the LEGO terms is actually just a creator's fighter pilot. So, it's not actually a real set number. It's just a random number. So, that's good at least. It's not actually... That's confirmed that it's not actually a real LEGO set, which is good. And so basically you have a bunch of skeleton minifigures, and you have, I guess it's a weird figure, but it's just like a figure with sunglasses and it's all in black. I don't exactly know what that's trying to represent, but other than that, it's kind of racist because it's referring to the Holocaust, and I actually have proof of that, and I'll talk about that later on in the video on the very last set. So moving on to number 3. Here we have another one of these little packs. Same thing, it's one set number above. Instead of 7641, it's 7642. LEGO Systems. I can't read what it says. The work of... Oh, that's the person, and it says sponsored by LEGO. Now, there's a reason it says sponsored by LEGO, and that's actually a real person. Like I said, I'll talk about that in the first one. But basically, here we have 2 of those figures I was talking about earlier, and it looks like one is supposed to represent Hitler, I'm assuming. And in the background we have someone being hung or hanged. So that's not the best depiction of a LEGO set by any means, because that's somewhat pretty much offending to anyone. This is just the back of that same set, so there you can see. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Alright, moving on to number 1, the most offending LEGO set by many people, including myself, and I bet a bunch of you guys will agree with it. Same with a bunch of news websites, but this is the Nazi death camp Auschwitz. So basically, I have an article here I'm going to read. So it says, in 1996, an artist from Poland named Zbigniew Libiar, I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, requested bricks from LEGO. And basically, you can do this now. Of course, it's different because that's what, close to almost 20 years late. Yeah, 20 years later. So he requested LEGO bricks from the LEGO group in order to make his latest creation. Now I'm reading the article. Hoping for some pleasant attention, LEGO agreed to supply the artist with the bricks, not knowing what they were intended for. To everyone's shock, he had created a construction of the concentric camp, early similar to the infamous Auschwitz. So initially the concept was considered a poor take on some dark humor. However, Libiar claimed it was an artistic statement and not an attempt to lighten the tragedies of the Holocaust. LEGO initially asked Libiar not to show the artwork publicly, yet after a time period, they dropped the matter altogether. After several years of attempting censorship of the public scrutiny, Liberia's work can now be viewed in a museum in Poland. So this is by far one of the most offending LEGO sets. Here are some more views of the actual box art. So that's why it says right there, it says this work by Libera has been sponsored by LEGO. Now, technically he can say that because LEGO did send him the pieces to make this. So technically it is sponsored by LEGO, and he actually went through and made box art for all this and a legit box here. And as you can see there on the back, you have a bunch of like minifigure parts and whatnot. I'm assuming resembling the dead people, so that's kind of messed up. And then here's a back view. So overall, these all kind of tie together. So overall, these are the top 3 most offending LEGO sets that I could ever find on the internet. And it did take me a while to find all these sets. So other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll be doing more of these top 10 and top 3 videos in the future. Other than that, see you guys later.